The Letters by Martin Kelly, with thanks to Carol Hambleton.
The T-heads and Y-men played football. They played it like they were possessed. They never did stop for the half-time. They were fully and totally obsessed. If you'd asked them the colour of lemons, they'd have shrugged and kept kicking the ball. If you'd offered them rubies and diamonds, they'd have laughed at just nothing at all. The T-heads were marvellous dribblers, and the Y-men, it's true, if it's all the same to you, had eyes at the ends of their arms. They played footy while children were sleeping, and the moon looked down on their running and their tackling and shoving and leaping. Sure, they were athletic and cunning. If it rained for hours and hours, it's no lie they'd get downcast and glum. But if it was drizzles and showers, they'd keep at it until it was done. For the T-heads were marvellous dribblers, and the Y-men, it's true, if it's all the same to you, had eyes at the end of each arm. Now it turned out that Tuesday was yellow, and Wednesday lay down on a couch, so you can imagine the mood was quite mellow, though Saturday kept saying ouch. If you play the same team every weekday, you get bored and your game goes to pot. So the T-heads stuck up some flyers saying, "Come on, you other letters, come show us just what you've got." For the T-heads were excellent wordsmiths, and the Y-men, it's told, to the young and the old, had eyes at the end of each arm. Who'd have thunk it, that there were M-lads? Who'd have guessed ex-girls played as a team? That A-women fought like the Gabnabs, and P-peeps were not part of a dream? So it was by the end of the weekend that a league had been properly set up, with referees, rules and regulations, and each team had a colourful get-up. Because the T-heads were organisators, and the Y-men, I've heard, though it does sound absurd, had eyes at the end of each arm. The news got around and about some, like the news will invariably do. Then other letters said, "All right, son, we'll be having a bit of that too." The H kids and P's were the first ones, followed closely by the K's and the N's. The R's wanted special theme ringtones, while the Y's broke the rules yet again. For the T-heads' new fame was glissando, while the Y-men, you'll find, were quite one of a kind, having eyes at the end of each arm. Now, if ever you've had the occasion to put on an event or two, you'll know that tempers have risen when footballers come to the do. And it's not a surprise or a weird thing if you play footy at night in the park. Well, the fans who shout, chant and then sing, "Want a football that glows, aye, in the dark." Well, the T-heads, they were not scientists, and the Y-men, it's true, did not have a clue, though they had eyes at the ends of their arms. Since none knew who made glowing footballs, they decided that Shum should go looking, and Shum should make secretive phone calls, till they found a ball worth a kicking. The K's found a wise owl up high in a tree, hooting balls are not edgy or angled. The P-peeps questioned a grandfather clock, who chimed "Bees' tears" afore they get mangled. Now the T-heads, philosophers maybe, and yet the Y-men, you guessed, are not so distressed that they have eyes at the ends of each arm. The W's rang for professors. What did they get? Clever clog answers, not one the same. The Y's went to London where they met. Idea people, so lame. The T's tweeted a rocket scientist who came up with a madcap plan. 'Cause you'd have to be round the twist and then some. Steal the moon, take it home in a van. Well, the T-head said, "Yeah, let's just do it." Yet the Y-men, I think, made a bit of a stink, 'cause they had eyes at the ends of their arms. The committee agreed it was worth it, though it would cost mega moolala, while some said the moon, it just won't fit. In a van, man, you must be gaga. "Okay, so we'll rent us a flatbed. But what happens when we get it back? We can kick it around, you old duffhead. A to K, go defence, MY, attack." The T-heads thought it was a great plan. Yet the Y-men said no, seriously no, as they had eyes at the ends of their arms. When the day came to set off the rocket, 'twas sunny, not a rain cloud in sight. But to put the moon in your pocket be no so easy as you think it might. 'Cause the moon is bigger than China, but a football simply is not. So luckily, at the last minute, they called off the moon stealing shot. The T's Looked a bit silly and foolish, but the Y-men, said, "We told you so," having eyes at the ends of their arms. Luckily, as it happened, and just by chance, in a factory just down the road, a paint maker called Jo was a-laughing 'cause she'd invented something that glowed. Days later, 'twas all over the webnet, a paint that shone bright in the dark. So the letters bought them a shed load, dipped their balls, and then played in the park. So nowadays, you'll find, if you listen, when it's dark and the wind has died down, the K's and M's and all of them letters kicking their shiny balls all round the town. The end.